Hello, I'm Dennis McDonald. This is A1 Telephone Service and Repair. You can get us at www.a1-telephone.com. And I wanted to show you a unique phone today that we're working on. It's a British phone from the UK. It's kind of unique. It's an old phone. Supplied by the British Telecom Company, and it's pretty unique. This is the inside of the phone, and this is where the network is. This phone looks like a touch tone phone, but it's actually a pulse. When you dial the number, it comes out in pulse, like rotary. And then they have kind of a unique handset here. I took this apart a little bit to show you. This handset basically has the receiver capsule here at the top, and the transmitter is right here. This is the transmitter capsule. So it's kind of like an old Victrola. If you don't know anything about old Victrolas, what happened was you would have a place where the sound started at the needle in the record, and it would go out through kind of like a hollow type tube and then come out as a speaker. Well, this works just the opposite. You kind of talk in here, and it is supposed to go up through the phone handset and end up right here at the transmitter capsule. So it's kind of unique. It's not a design that you'll see probably very often. Most of the time, your transmitter capsule or microphone is right where you speak. But this one actually, the sound travels up a hollow area inside the handset and ends up right here at the transmitter capsule. So it's pretty unique. And then that fits on there like that, and that's your handset. So it's pretty cool just to kind of see how they engineered what they thought was the way they wanted to design it. The other thing about a British telephone is their line cords are different. You have your you got to push this down here on the side, and then you can pop that off. And I hope you can get a look at this. There's your conductors right there. So it's kind of different than what we're used to here in the U.S. And then this is a UK to modular plug adapter. The ideal was you plug the UK modular cord into this area here, and then you plug this into your regular phone line here. What we're going to be doing to this telephone is we're going to be swapping out this line cord. We're going to get rid of this altogether. The cord has a nick in it where it's cut a little bit, and not only that, the cord is got to go because of this plug here in the nick. So we're going to be getting rid of that, and then that way we won't have to use this converter either. The body on this phone, they had a pretty good ideal on that too. The body on this telephone just kind of hinges down onto the phone itself, and then there's just one single screw, and it just kind of lifts up like that. And so that's kind of neat. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about on this telephone is they have a ringer here, a loud and volume switch. It's a soft and loud switch, and it kind of works the same way as the handset works. There is underneath here a little speaker type unit that actually makes the noise, and then it kind of gets shuffled over this way when you turn this. But that's also supposed to act as like a variable type resistor situation. So it's kind of a, you know, it's unique for itself. It's different. Another thing that we're not really used to seeing is this is all plastic. This housing here is basically plastic, and it's so that that this can be laid in here and set in here, and there's really no screws in it. So another thing that you don't see too often is usually when a hook switch comes up, it usually releases a switch. Well, this phone will not come on until you push the switch in. So that's kind of unique. That's a little different. It's kind of like backwards. But I'm going to give you a good view of this phone. And then this is some stuff that we had on here for a line cord that we're getting ready to install on the phone. But it's a very unique phone. It's got a whole lot of electronics to do one simple thing, and that's you know, to dial out in pulse. That is, you could almost build a computer with how much electronics that they have in this thing, and all it's doing is dialing out in pulse. So it's really something to see how much electronics that they've got to this unit, and this IC chip here, and this big crystal for the tone, and it's really kind of weird to see all that, because it as much as electronics as they've got here, you'd think the thing would dial out in tone, but it only dials out in pulse, in the pulse mode. So anyway, I hope that gives you a little bit of an understanding of a British type phone. And you don't see them very often. They're around, but for the most part, most people don't see these every day. And some of the stylish type ideals that they had, like the shape of this handset is kind of very unique, and you don't see that very often. And so that's kind of neat, and that's why I wanted to give you a little look at what was going on here. So we're going to do a few things to this telephone and get it squared away for the customer, a friend of ours up in Brooklyn, New York, and we'll get it squared away, and we'll get the phone back off to the customer. But there's a good look at a UK phone. And I'm going to shut the video down now. This is A1 Telephone Service and Repair. Hope you enjoyed it. And thank you.